Okay, I guess we're gonna have to.
Hey guys, I had a little bit of difficulty figuring out how to do the live stream because I was trying to do landscape, but for some reason it wasn't allowing me to. My phone was just not doing what it was supposed to be doing. So I guess we're gonna have to do portrait. And I got a cake. There's actually quite a few people who have a June birthday, and I'm gonna say a big happy birthday. Now let me just figure out how to use this because I've never done this before. I don't know how to tell who's here. Let's see. Brian, Carmen, Maria. I think I read that wrong. Maurice. Am I pronouncing that right? Emilio. Hey guys, I'm so excited. This is so much fun. My daughters and I actually baked a cake. I am not a baker, and it came out pretty good, huh? Jasmine and Lily are here. Do you guys know how to do this live stream sideways? For some reason, my phone wasn't doing it. Mary. There we go. I see. Hello. How are you guys doing today? It's actually a pretty day. It's a little breezy, and there's the sun's out still. It's about what, 70 degrees? About 70 degrees. It feels perfect outside. I hope that the wind's not like interfering with the audio. So yeah, I wanted to sing happy birthday. Do you have a candle? And I actually have a list here of everybody. So Butterfly Home and Garden, her birthday for her YouTube channel was June 12, 2017. Louisiana Gardening Family, June 21st, 2017, last year. Rob's Yard, June 10, 2018. You just started that. Yay, congratulations, Rob. You have a beautiful yard. I love everything out there. And then Emilio, June 10, 2015. And Steve Liz, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to join us today, but he just started his YouTube channel as well, like maybe a week and a half ago. I don't have the exact date, but he just started it as well. And I actually have a little log here of everybody's birthday from January to December. I'm really excited to be starting this and just, saying happy birthday to you guys when your date comes up. And that's another way for us to come closer, the gardening community come a little closer, and that way we can, give shout outs and share all the information. I mean, that's what YouTube's for, and that's what the gardening community's in there for, so we can all share and talk about what we're doing in our yard and our edibles and everything we're doing when it comes to gardening. It's so much fun. I love, love, love gardening. It just like therapy to me. Like I come out here from stress or just need a minute. I come out here, sit in my bench or start watering. And it's just, I love it. I love it. I couldn't see. Let me see. Maybe I can see him better. I brought a computer just in case. If I couldn't see it on the phone, I thought this would be easier. Let me check really quick. Let's see if I can see the comments. Oh, there we are.
Looks like a donut.
Oh, okay. So you took a break. You were working in the yard? Yeah. That's Rob working in the yard. Hi, Orlando. How are you? Thank you. I'm so excited. I think maybe we should light the candle, have a little piece of cake while we chat. I wanted to share a few things that I learned over the last year, and I'm going to show you a few little hacks while we're talking here. And here, I'll do it. Some hacks I want to share with you guys.
The wind.
It's a little breezy. I'm not good at this. I don't smoke, so This is not something I do all the time.
Seriously, it melted the candle, but it didn't light on fire.
Ah.
We're gonna be out of matches.
Mommy wants a cake.
Oh, hey Ray, how are you? I know Lisa just had a birthday. Tell her I said happy birthday. We might just have to sing without
The candle.
the candle. Nope. Last one, last one. Yay! It only took like 10.
Mom.
It's alright. I guess we could sing with that. Are you gonna help me sing, Jess? Lily, are you gonna help me sing happy birthday?
Yeah.
You're playing with the fairies?
Mhm.
Get over here.
Okay.
Lily's been singing happy birthday for a long time. Like all morning long since we started baking. Ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear garden love. Happy birthday to you. Yay! I'll pretend.
I want the fairy off.
Oh, you want the fairy? Okay. Do you want a piece of cake?
Mhm.
Okay. Get down.
I do.
All right, guys. Let's have a slice of cake and see.
Wanna lick it?
Make a wish, Emilio said. Let's see.
For like a mango tree.
Oh, see, my daughter knows I've been looking for a mango tree for a long time. Okay, I'm gonna make a wish. Made it. I can't share it, otherwise it won't come true. I wish I can share a slice of cake. My daughters have been waiting since we baked it, huh?
The muffins are really good.
We also made muffins, and they already started eating those. Want a slice? Let's see. So I wanted to get some feedback what you guys think about the birthday shout outs and birthday yeah, I guess they're called, I guess they are shout outs. And how do you guys envision that working well for all of us? Because I think I'm doing this so we can all benefit from it, and we can all, you know, celebrate our YouTube birthday. You guys have any feedback when it comes to that? Orlando said, what kind of mango? Honestly, I love all mangoes, but my favorite one is, do you want to bring one? I bought some. I'll show you. I don't know what kind of mango it is, but I'll show you. You might know what kind of mango this is. And but I just want to have a mango. The other day I went for a walk around my neighborhood, and I actually found a front yard with a mango tree. I haven't gone and knocked on the door and asked if I can do a little video because I wanted to show you guys. And but I say so you guys can see. I was super excited to see it there because that means if they're having a mango tree down the street, that means that I can have a mango right here. So I'm really excited about that. I've gone to look for a mango tree. Either it's the nurseries, like what's Green Thumb, or I forget the name of the other nursery up here. Even the big box stores, they don't have any mango trees. One time Home Depot had one. It was like this little for $80. I was like, no way, I'm not paying $80 for that tiny little thing. But this is my favorite mango. I'm sure there's a lot better ones out there. It's been a while since I've had a homegrown mango. So you guys that are growing mangoes, if you guys think they're this kind of mango, I don't even know the name of this mango. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. Sit at the bench, Mama.
Okay.
Here, I'll give it to you over there. And let me know what mango is better than this one. I love this mango. Some people think it's a little sour, but I like it. It tastes sweet to me. Let's see. Lily, thank you. Yeah. Retro says Lily's so cute. Thank you.
She just dropped her fork.
A wonderful idea. Thank you.
Mommy, you go.
don't want any right now. Thank you, my love. You can have it. So you're saying pickering, I don't know if I pronounced that right, is a good mango for containers. Orlando, I'm gonna look into that because as you know, I don't have a lot of space here. So I might have to put it in a container. However, I do love mangoes that much that I might make an exception and put it in the ground. And if I put it in the ground, it's gonna have to be something that's gonna grow a little bit taller because everything here is narrowed. So it's gonna have to go up instead of it being wide like my aspalary trees that I have here or my waba. Or loquat was the other exception that I made because that loquat, as you guys seen it, it's big. I still don't know where I want it, but I have it in a container. And those two trees are my nuts and mangoes. So I would consider putting those two in the ground if I had to. Dig up a tree if I had to. That something that's not fruiting here in my land. Oh hey Isabel and Jaden. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her. I'm horrible at pronouncing people's names. I have to hear them. How are you? I'm doing good. So yeah, so those two trees would be the trees that I would consider putting in the ground. But what I would do is get the mango, keep it in a container, see the way it grows, move it around in my yard, because that's what I do. I have like trees and I move them around, and if I'm noticing that they don't like it in their spot, and I just keep moving them until I find like the spot that I notice they're thriving and growing great. And then like once I do all of that, then I would consider putting it inside a in the ground once I know how it's growing and that it likes the spot that I'm considering it putting them in the ground. So yeah, those are the trees. And I know Lead Farmer 73, I haven't seen him in here yet, but he just got some mangoes. I was so surprised and a little jealous because I love mango trees. And you know what he created? I'm gonna start probably looking, really hunting for a mango tree now that I saw him grab one. You know, that's what we do to each other. We see something and we're like, oh my God, I want to try that. I want to have that tree and see how it goes here. Somebody, the finger lime, I'm interested in looking into that as well. I can't remember who was it that just got one. Was it you, Orlando? I want to say it was you. That was another tree I've been looking into and I haven't been able to find. Hi, Butterflies Home and Garden. How are you?
Mama.
Okay, yeah, it was you, Orlando. I thought so. You found me on my Facebook page and sent me that. I just remember that. Yep. Yeah, and Lead Farmer 73 was out there. You guys probably could have met up. That's awesome. I would love to meet some more YouTubers that are into gardening here in Southern California or maybe the neighboring states like Nevada and let's see what else, Arizona, and then maybe visit them. Like, it's amazing. I love looking at gardens. You get so many ideas, and sometimes through the videos, it doesn't do it justice, and you really can't see the true beauty of a garden until you're there. So it would be amazing, like if I ever go to one of the neighboring states to visit some of you guys, you know, or even if I do go to Orlando, I wouldn't mind visiting you. That would be awesome. So you're still not sure if you're gonna put your finger limes inside a container or in the ground. Just what I do, like I mentioned earlier, I just wait, move it around and figure out where it likes it and see how it's growing and if it's gonna be good for that spot in your house. And then once you know you figure it out and take your time and I usually wait about a year. Like the seasons change. Like yes. You need to wait. Can you give me a second? Oh, you're singing? So. Wow, that's a great song. So, like when I moved here, I used to get a lot of sun in this one corner, and I'm like, oh, that's a perfect spot for my lime tree. And now that it's summer, I'm noticing that the sun is actually more upright, and that spot is not getting any sun at all. So that's something to considering when you're going to put your fruit trees in your ground. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys already know that, but that's what my observations have been. Yeah. So while we're here, I want to show you guys something. I was wondering, let me bring this up, what you guys do with these tabs whenever you guys get them. I mean, you guys buy tons of plants, and how do you guys store these? You know, I started storing them in a plastic thing like this, but somebody just recently posted something in one of the Facebook groups that I saw, and she got a ring, one of these little rings, and just did some holes on the tabs. And guess what? Now they are neat, organized, and easily accessible if you do that. So, can you ask your sister? So I just wanted to share that with you because I don't have a single hole puncher, so I just did that. And then I just started putting them in. I thought that was an amazing idea. If some of you guys have that issue and you guys have either lose them or they're all over the place or they're not together or you can't find them, I just thought I wanted to share this with you guys and see how easy it is to keep these little tabs all together. Move it. Oh, okay, Orlando said that he doesn't do container gardening, but he did get a nice spot for it. Awesome. So do you guys save these little tabs? So I just wanted to share this with you guys, see if you guys give you guys an idea. Awesome. Thank you, Southern Bajan. How are you? So yeah, that was something I wanted to show you. And I know you guys seen Lead Farmer 73 do this, and I also wanted to give you guys another idea what happened to the little tab I had cut. So basically what he does is cut some beer cans or soda cans or whatever kind of cans you can find, and he cuts them up and does labels. That's an issue I've been having. I have so many fruit trees that I have their labels here, but sometimes when I'm doing a video I forget their names or I forget which one it is. For the most part I remember what they are, but I forget their exact name. So instead of leaving these tabs on your tree, Lead Farmer 73 came up with an awesome idea that I want to share with you guys again. He basically took a can, okay, cut it into pieces, and then let's see, just cut them up, make it look neat, and then you have a label. You do a hole punch. Let's see. Put it in with the little wire, with the pen. You just put Meyer Lemon 2015. That's my beautiful tree right here that has tons of lemons. I'm so excited about it. And you just put it on. This, since it's an imprint, it won't what do you call it, get faded, and it won't break. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because that's another thing I learned this year that I thought was an amazing hack. It saves you tons of money and you're recycling. So thank you, Lead Farmer 73. I'm gonna put a link to his video when we're done with this and share it with you guys. Retro Ray, that would actually be a great idea. You have so many succulents and they're so beautiful, and you can actually do little plaques for every single one of them. It's amazing how you remember the names of all of those. I am horrible with names. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So I love watching your channel and when you mention the name because a lot of the plants you have, well, some of the plants you have, I have some of them and I'm like, oh, well, that's the name. I didn't know. So yeah. All right, Retro, nice seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. Orlando Backyard Gardening said that he's not patient. I am not either. That's why I end up going on these hauls, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna look for one thing, and then I ended up looking for more, and I end up coming home with a carload of fruit trees because I'm a very impatient person as well. You know, when it comes to things like this, obviously for other things, I can be patient, but when it comes to like things that I'm passionate about, I'm like, I have to get it now. I want to go, you know, nursery shopping and see what I can find, and I'm definitely an impatient person myself. Yeah. So you're gonna pot it. That's a good idea. All right, guys. Well, this is my first time doing a live chat. I just wanted to show you guys those hacks. I wanted to sing happy birthday. Do you guys have any other things you guys like to talk about or ask me about now that we're here? Oh, I did want to show you guys something else. While you guys think of something, any questions that you guys may have. I know I'm gonna start propagating some of my fruit trees because, like, for example, my peach, it grew out of control. It produced I would say a good harvest for the first year that it's produced. And I have a cousin who's actually starting an edible landscape as well, and I'm gonna hopefully give him some cuttings already rooted so he can put them in the ground or put them in containers until they get bigger so it can help him grow his edible landscape. But that I did over the last year that I had this channel, the first thing that I did last year when I cloned Pink Eureka Lemon from my neighbor's, my old house, my neighbor's house. She and him had a huge tree. I mean, it was twice as bigger than this, and it produced these awesome pink lemons. The flesh inside was pink, and the outside was like yellow and green. And I asked her if I can clone it, and I actually got the method from Ivy Organic Charles. He has tons of informative information in his channel, and I did what the steps that he instructed to do, and I was successful. I was so excited, and I was able to get it. I want to show you how that tree is doing because it's doing fantastic, and I just want to show you guys really quick. It started to leaf a lot more, which is a great thing. I transplanted this a couple weeks ago. I did a video on it, and the roots were getting so big, and also you can see at the bottom, I showed at the bottom how the trunk where I chopped it off from the tree, it was there. So it's like shows you that I air layered it, and look at all these leaves. It is doing amazing. Like this whole time it wasn't flushing out leaves, but now it is. And it's had tons of flowers, but obviously it's fallen off because it's not ready to produce any fruit. And it's doing great. I just want to show you guys, for any of you guys who are interested in doing air layering and you guys haven't done it before. And before I was curious, I wasn't sure if it was an actual thing that worked. Well, here's living proof that it does work, and and it's growing. It doesn't, like I said, it's not going to get any lemons for a while, but eventually, hopefully, all of this will be full of leaves, which I have no doubt it will, because look at all these leaves. It's doing fantastic. So I'm excited about this. Let me see, have you guys done this before? If you guys have done this before, let me know, because I'm always curious to see what the results are. It's always hard to find videos where you see like from the beginning to the end and what the results are, and eventually to fruiting. I've heard of people who have done this, and they actually get a full-grown tree, but I've never actually seen it. Let's see. Oh, Emilio's done it with the Persian lime. How old is your lime? How long did you do it, and what the progress is? This is about a year old. I think this month or next month it'll be a year old. Let's see. So maybe next year it'll be fruiting. Emilia, did you, how long has it been since you've done it? How old is your plant, and how is it doing now? Let's see if he... So yeah, while he responds to that, this is one tree that I wanted to show you guys. I'm not sure if you guys seen the video. And then, I know a lot of you guys have seen my, my videos for my fig cuttings. This happens to be one of them. Let me see if you can see because of all the green. This happens to be one of them. Hey, Farmer G. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. So, Emilia says that it's still alive. It hasn't fruited. How old is it? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Farmer G. Yes. So excited.
I'm going to say happy birthday.
Okay.
I'm going to say happy birthday.
So, yeah, I'm so excited that it's been a year. I can't believe it. Like, I started this channel because I wanted to network and communicate with other people who are passionate about growing their own food and making their landscape edible. And, you know, it definitely happened. I feel blessed to have met all of you guys through YouTube and how we communicate through our videos. I think it's amazing how we can do that and help each other in ways that you couldn't help. People around you couldn't help you because not everybody grows fruit trees and grows their own food. So I feel truly blessed to be part of this community. So Emilio said since March this year. Okay, so it's recent, kind of like my Eureka lemon. So it's recent. So yeah, we still don't know how long before it actually fruits. I think I might keep it in there for maybe another year or two until it gets, you know, the roots get filled in there, and then I'll up it to a bigger pot and then see if it'll fruit then. It, since this branch has already fruited, I take it one more year. Just if I let the roots get established. But this is a fig cutting that I recently did, and I am pretty impressed because it's growing very fabulous. As you can see, it has tons of new growth. This was just a stick, and it looks super adorable. Can you guys see that? So this is another thing I wanted to share with you guys that was a success this year. From my little projects that I've done. I'm not sure. Have you guys done fig cuttings? I don't know how long it's going to be before this fruit. I do have a fig tree that I got last year. It's double its size. Lily, please. You can't take the phone, Mama. You can get Jasmine's phone.
want Peppa
But
Pig.
everybody's talking to me on the phone.
But I want Peppa
Okay.
Pig.
So I don't know how long it takes from these clones or like this air layer and this fig cutting, how long it takes before you can actually get fruit, because the tree I had there, obviously the trunk was a lot thicker, but it was very small. It fruited last year, and this one I'm not sure how long before it can start to fruit.
Mommy, I'm playing with the dress.
Oh, go change it.
But I can't put this.
Oh, Jasmine will help you. She's in there.
No.
Give me a second, guys. Come here. I'll tell your sister to help you. Can you hold her, sister? She's whining. It's down already. I took it down. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm not sure how long it's gonna be before I actually get fruit out of this. But I just wanted to show this to you guys because it's another success of this year. Super excited to have it here. I'm gonna move it out of the way. Let's see. Happy Born Day, that's cute. And I like the wine glass. I like that wine glass. Yep, so that's it. I don't know if you guys have any questions or uh, uh, any ideas for this upcoming year, what I'm gonna do in this garden. Oh, there's another thing. I haven't shared this with you guys, but let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys remember the videos that I made that I've been complaining how short that fence is and how there's really not much privacy between this house and that house. So my husband helped me create this awesome trellis. I don't know if you guys can see it. You guys see the pole right there? So it has 3 wires going across. And I have my passion fruit. Let's see if we can make it over there. I have my passion fruit. Over there, hold on. So I have my passion fruit right here. And I am hoping that that passion fruit takes over the fence. And hopefully it can take over the fence and create a passion fruit fence extension. That way there's more privacy on this side of the fence. And I'm trying to make it edible. So I chose to do the passion fruit. I don't know how long before we can actually get this whole section covered. But I was so thankful and so happy that we took care of that because I can't wait till this whole thing is like completely covered and it's private. Marie says, where did I get my inspiration to garden? Let's see. I was born in Mexico, and when I was there, I had a grandfather who had a homestead and had mango trees, apple trees. I can't remember what else, but I just remember going to his house when we would travel to go to his house and going to his house and actually grabbing fruit off the tree. And I was only like 5 when I was there. And I came here when I was around 5 or 6, and I just remember always grabbing the fruit, and I have those memories. So growing up, I always would love seeing fruit trees in people's homes. Like, I don't know why, like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I would look at people's homes, and I'm like, oh my God, they have an apple tree. Oh my God, they have a lemon tree. Oh my God, they have an orange tree. Like, that would excite me. I would be so happy to see that, and I would always think like, oh, I can't wait to have fruit trees when I have my own home. And that's been with me for years now. And when I got my old house, I started buying fruit trees. And then last year, something happened where I wasn't working at the time, and I was kind of down during that time, and I decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna do something that it's positive and something that's gonna keep my spirit up. And that's when I started the channel, because I decided to keep everything positive and focus my energy in something that I was gonna enjoy doing. And that's what I did. I went crazy buying fruit trees. As you guys know, I have tons of fruit trees now. And before then, I had maybe around 5 fruit trees. I have one, my Eureka lemon, not the variegated one, my Eureka lemon that I've had it for 7 years, and all these years it's never fruited. But I never lost hope. I could just keep saying, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it. One winter, it was so windy that it actually broke a branch, the biggest branch it had from the trunk, all the way from the trunk. It actually has a scar at the bottom, and so sad. But then I was like, okay, I'm gonna put a fence on it and give it some support. Maybe it doesn't like it requires some support. So it started it all. It started my Aspalair inspiration, that tree. And once I put that support, and I actually moved it out of concrete and I put it on top of grass when I moved here, it started to bloom like crazy. But it wasn't surprising that it was blooming, because it's done it before, but it just never retained any of the blooms. And it just took off. And then it's been almost, it's gonna be a year and a couple months that we moved here, and since then it's loaded with fruit right now. I might show you guys in a second. It's completely loaded with fruit. And I'm so happy I didn't give up on it, and I kept it, and it turned into an Aspalair tree. And I can't wait for all the lemons to turn yellow, because that's going to be the picture I'm going to take and post on Instagram, because I've been waiting for that moment forever. Yeah, so super, super excited. So yeah, all these years I just love fruit trees. And then it went from fruit trees to growing vegetables. And then I've always been kind of health conscious, and I want to make sure that my kids eat healthy food. And I'm concerned about like all the chemicals and preservatives in the food we have now. So I just decided to start doing what I could. Like, Lily loves eating the fruit that I have here. I can't wait till my trees get big enough where I don't have to buy um, fruits from the market. Unfortunately, I still have to, because my fruits aren't producing as much fruit as I would like it to have. But it is cutting down my shopping. Um, it's cutting it down. Like, I just had this little tiny apple tree that had loads of apples, and Lily comes out here every day and picks one. They're not ripe, but they're really good actually, even though they're not ripe. But yeah, that's my goal. Hopefully, I can provide my daughters with healthier food and healthier snacks, and teach them how to grow. It's important. It's actually a survival skill, in my opinion. I mean, if something were to happen, and you have a pack of seeds, you find a place to homestead, and you know how to do it. It's a really valuable skill, in my opinion. Um, a lot of people unfortunately don't think that way, but it is. Hey, Saber Gardner, how are you? How did you enjoy your meal? I saw that you guys had a delicious meal over there. Like always, your wife seems to be a great cook. Oh man, Orlando, backyard gardener. So your passion fruit died. Yes. So that's one thing that I've heard, that they do not like frost, and that they're not very good with winter, and especially you guys probably had like um, really bad winter over there with the freeze. Yeah, I'm hoping that this vine grows so big during the summer season, because I've heard that they grow really fast, and that over like one season it could cover a fence. I'm really hoping that happens, because if that's the case, when winter comes and there is frost, it will only kill the top layer of the vines and still be able to keep some of the vines and continue to grow over the next year. So that's what my hope and goal is, and see if it works. Thank you, Maurice. Vegetable garden, I appreciate it. Thank you. That's awesome, Saper Gardener. So you cook. That's great. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My husband cooks better than I do. I don't know why. He's better at following instructions and recipes. I hate it. I'll cook something. I have some Mexican recipes that I'm pretty good at, but unfortunately, some of them are very have a lot of grease, so I try to avoid those recipes. But he's a great cook, so whenever he's cooking, I'm always very happy to have him. Oh my God, the passionate gardener, where have you been? I'm so happy to see you here. It's been a while. I hope everything's doing okay. Let's see what she said. Oh, thank you. Yes, I've been worried about you. I was like, what happened to her? I hope she's okay. I'm glad to see that you're here, and thank you for being a part of this. I'm very excited. If you haven't heard, I'm hoping to wish every YouTuber gardener a happy birthday when their YouTube channel birthday comes, and just give them a shout out and celebrate their accomplishments through my channel. So if you're still doing your channel, leave your YouTube channel's birthday when your first YouTube video was uploaded, and when your birthday comes up, I'll make sure to say happy birthday and give you a shout out. I'm so glad that your phone got the notification. Oh yeah, I know what that's like. You're moving. Oh, when we moved here, it was a nightmare. I did some videos in between the move, and it was funny because when I moved, we used a moving truck, and finally when we moved everything, I asked my husband, "Can we move all my plants?" And all my plants completely filled the moving truck. One moving truck was filled, and we had already moved some plants with my truck and my friend's truck. So it is crazy trying to move a house, but then trying to move a garden. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So it was a little embarrassing because some of the neighbors saw people would just keep hauling and hauling plants, and they must have been thinking, where is she gonna put all those plants? I was like, oh my God, like in my mind, I'm like, I'll figure it out. Like, even some of my friends that were helping us move were like, where do you want these? And I'm like, okay, that goes in the courtyard, that goes in the backyard, that goes in the side yard. And they were like moving them for me, and it was like crazy. I was like, yeah, just take him in. I'll move him around when I'm ready. But they all made it in here, and it doesn't look crowded. I'm making it work, and so yeah. Um, I told my daughter I'm so embarrassed, and my daughter told me, Jasmine, it was the cutest thing she said to me. She's like, Mom, if you're passionate about something, you shouldn't be embarrassed about it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm teaching you something right, because that is so true. If you're passionate about it, don't be embarrassed. Be proud of it. And she's completely right. So I am proud of everything I have here, and all my plants and how I'm making them grow. Let's see here. Saper Garner's laughing. Yep, it's funny. Oh my God. Okay, I'm super excited for you. That's my dream. My dream. My dream. One day. Um, Super excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to see your video. And don't forget to leave your birthday, because I want to announce that. Um, okay, I won't say anything. Obviously, the people who are here might know it, but a goal of mine is to someday get a land with plenty of space to put all my fruit trees in the ground, and actually grow them in the ground, because they do great in containers if you're maintaining them and you're doing the you guys know I feed them once a month, and you guys know that I once a year or every other year I take them out, take the old soil out, and put new soil, warm castings, fertilizer. I do like this whole thing. That way they can continue to thrive. That's why my 7-year-old Eureka Lemon is still alive, and now it's finally fruiting. I think what made it fruit is the microclimate that it was in. Right here, there's a lot of plants. It's not in the hot concrete. It gets water every single day from the sprinklers, and it gets some shade. And where I had it before, it was in the middle. If you guys seen my old backyard, it was huge, but it was all concrete. So I had it in the middle of my yard where it was beaming hot in the concrete. It had no shelter from any other tree. It had no shade. So I think it made a huge difference, and that was definitely a learning experience for me when it comes to that tree. And I noticed the trees seem to like it here more, even though that it's smaller, and I think it's because of the microclimate that all the trees surrounding them has made. So that's a learning experience that I've learned from my trees and moving. But yeah, back to my story. My goal is to one day get land. This place is, the home is bigger, but the space is very limited. Um, but if I don't get a home with the bigger land, I'm hoping to buy land somewhere, um, just land, and just have it somewhere for retirement days, and just maybe move to a different state. Because California, maybe I shouldn't get into that, but it's so expensive here. I need to move to a different state. What states do you guys recommend? Let me know what states you guys recommend to move to, where I can grow, my garden, and still have a nice, like a homestead. Probably for retiring days. But it's definitely something that I'm already thinking about and considering, and we'll see what time tells. Let's see here really quick. Well, Passionate Garden, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy to hear that you're okay, and that you have some videos coming up, because I haven't seen you in a while. Emilio says go to Mexico. That might be an idea. I think my husband will approve of that, considering what goes on over there with some of the cartels and all that. He's like, no, we're not. He doesn't even want to go visit over there due to that, because it's a little scary. And Orlando Backyard Gardener says that it's getting expensive there as well. Yeah, and it's weird, because for the last few years, a lot of people that retire tend to go there. So maybe that it's so popular that now it's getting so expensive. So I need to go to a state that hasn't people haven't gotten to it for retiring. So yeah, it is very expensive. I like Costa Rica idea. I've never been there. I should probably go visit. That's a great idea. I was thinking we keep talking about going to visit, I believe it's Idaho. Yeah, Idaho, and see what they have there. I would like to get some land near a lake, um, to make it maybe like the summer home. Like go out there during the summer and just keep the land until we decide to move there permanently. But just hold the land. But yeah, like Lead Farmer 73, he's not here, but have you guys seen his backyard? It's freaking amazing. Like, he has his home, a huge backyard, and at the end of it, there's a lake. How amazing is that? So that's something like that. I would like to get land near a lake. I think that would be pretty amazing. Oh, hey, what's up, Tropical Obsession? How are you doing? So, if you guys want to talk about a mango king, this is the guy. You guys should see his backyard. He has some amazing mangoes in the way that he's training them to grow so he can reach all the fruit at all times. It's awesome. I know I've asked you a couple of times what kind of mango. Maybe you know what kind of mango this is. We talked about this a little earlier. Do you know what kind of mango this is? This happens to be one of my favorite mangoes, but I think it has to do a lot with the fact that I haven't tried that many mangoes because, as you guys know, um, the market industry doesn't carry all varieties. They only carry like this one and the other one that's very common. So, do you know what kind of mango this is? And then what else? We were talking about mangoes because I desperately want to. I think I talked to you about this before. How much I love mangoes and I want to have a mango tree. And if you follow Lead Farmer 73, you know that he just got 2 mango trees. So now I'm very serious about looking for a mango tree. And I also mentioned that I saw a mango down the street, and I was surprised that someone had a mango tree in their front yard. And I feel like if they can grow it, I can do it. So I saw that you wrote the name. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but it's Altofo. I guess this is I guys look and see what the name of this because I have no idea how to pronounce that. Atulfo. So yeah. Oh, okay. Both of you guys need a name. Orlando and My Tropical Obsession, aka Honey Mango. Okay. They grow in Mexico. That's probably why I know this mango so well because I remember this from Mexico. This was one, I believe this was one of the mango trees my grandfather had. So yeah, I don't know if I can grow them here. Now that I've seen my neighbor growing a mango tree, I know I can grow a mango tree. So um, I'm definitely going to be looking into it because that's something I want to have. Mango and loquats. I'm still debating whether to get another loquat because I don't know if you guys saw that video. I found out that my loquat it was a seedling, the golden nugget, and I wasn't happy to find that out because thought it was grafted. It's a 2 branch, so I thought the scarring on one of the branch happened to be the grafted, but when I went to the nursery and asked the guy who sold it to me, he said that it was a seedling, and I was very disappointed to find that out because, as you guys know, I wanted loquats this season and I didn't get any. So, hey Ren Torres, yes, I have a pink guava. Actually, I have a pink guava and a pineapple guava, and my pink guava, they both bloomed about 2 weeks ago. Um, the the pineapple guava, all the petals fell off. My daughters and I ate all the petals because if you don't know, pineapple guavas, you can eat the petals, so they're very sweet and delicious. And then, so I'm hoping that the fruit got pollinated and that I'm gonna get some fruit this season. And my pink guava, it's actually right behind you guys, and it's growing aspalair because I'm limited in space, so I put a trellis on it and it's growing aspalair, and it started blooming. It has about 20 blooms. I'm not sure. I hand pollinated with the brush, hoping that I get some pink guavas. So those are the 2 guavas I want. I want one more guava, and that's the Mexican guava. That's the yellow one, and they grow a lot bigger than the pink guavas. So that's another thing that I'm hoping to get soon. Do you have any guavas? And if you do, how old are they? I'm always very curious to know these things. How old are they? How long have you had it for? And how long did it take to fruit? And if they're in the ground or if they're in containers, because that gives me a lot of feedback and it gives me information to compare my trees to other people's, and it like gives me kind of like a range of what I should be looking for with mine. Oh, thank you, my love. Bless you. Oh, cover your mouth. Turn around. Oh, bless you. It's growing back nicely.
Mom,
Don't think I'll have fruit this year. How long have you had your guava tree for? That's what I'm always curious about. And is it in the ground? Because Orlando Backyard Gardener said that his guava is growing really nicely, but he didn't get any fruit, and he doesn't think he's gonna get any. I keep hearing that this is about the time that all the guava trees are blooming. So maybe within the next week or so. You never know. Big hugs. Bye, Passionate Gardener. See you soon.
Mommy, baby, I have a baby suit on. Baby, because I have a baby suit on. This.
So it's a 3-year-old. Okay, so that's another thing about the Waba. That's the reason why I put it under this. I don't know what you would call it. It's just like a pathway that has ceiling covered and
Mommy,
and it's protected from frost. Because I noticed from my pink Waba that it does not like frost and it doesn't like full sun. When I had it in full sun, it actually started wilting, and even though I would water it, just wasn't coming back. So definitely, it doesn't like full sun. It likes partial shade, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it's here in Southern California, because our sun here gets really hot and is harsh. So I think in other places it might be different. But here in Southern California, in Santa Clarita, which is a little bit up above LA, it gets really hot here. And I did try it out in the full sun, and I didn't like it. So yeah, that's what I've heard with the Wabas. They don't like full sun in the afternoon, and they like to keep their soil moist and no frost. So that's why I put it where it's at. I'll show you guys really quick. It's almost been an hour. I'm going to show you guys really quick and then say goodbye. I'm very appreciative that you guys all came to say hello. And I'm super excited that it's been a year, and I'm looking forward for the next year and all the continuing friendships that I'm going to keep with you guys, and then the new ones that we're going to get with other people, and then our database of knowledge is going to grow tremendously. So I'm so excited about that. Oh, so it has fruited. Your 3-year-old has fruited, but then the frost came and it died it down, and then so it has no fruit this year. So yeah, that's something that I was very cautious about over last winter. I make sure that I kept it in the somewhere where it's covered. I'll show you guys really quick.
Mommy, are these lily flowers? Mommy, Mama, Mommy.
Yes, love.
Are these lily flowers?
Those are hibiscus. So Emilio said that he actually that the wabas are very easy to air layer, and actually I do have some branches that are growing out of the aspalera, and I might air layer some. He says that they're really easy. He's done it successfully, and so that I should try it, and I probably will. Thank you, Emilio. And he says that he's shy. That's the reason why he doesn't do videos. Actually, Emilio talks to me a lot about his trees, and he has a lot. You should upload just a tour. You don't have to be in front of the camera. Just show us what you got going on. Believe it or not, I'm actually a shy person myself. I'm shy when I don't know people, but when I get comfortable, people who know me say, "You're not shy at all." And I'm like, well, that's because I know you and I'm comfortable with you. So it's funny that I ventured out in doing these videos, and I feel very comfortable with you guys. You guys are all awesome, and I know we are all here to show what we have going on, so I feel completely comfortable with you guys. So you guys might not think I'm shy either due to that, because I'm comfortable with you guys. But let me show you. Hey, how are you? NJ Callie Gardner, how are you? I'm glad you tuned in. I was about to show you guys my 7-year-old Eureka Lemon that barely started blooming after 7 years, and then my pink Waba. And if you guys want to see any other ones really quick before we log out, let me know. I'll walk you guys over there. So let's go really quick. Let's see. I had it in a charger here. Let me show you guys. I really wish I could have done this video landscape, but I'm gonna show you guys really quick my favorite. You can see these lemons almost ripe, and I am so excited. I can't wait. You can see that one back there, and it's already getting some new blooms, so that's pretty cool, guys. Look at that. Let me show you guys where the branch fell off. Do you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. That's where it had its injury. All right, so here's the guava. Let me close this. I'm going to show you guys how there's protection above so it doesn't get any frost. And there's the guava. I've had it since last year. When I got it, it was about this tall. And it was like, let's see, this and here, maybe a foot wide. And it was about this tall. If you follow me on Instagram, look at the pictures in there, go back, you'll see how tiny this guava tree was. But look at how big it is now. You guys can see that. And let me see if I can find you guys some blooms. You guys see those blooms? Some of the flowers already fell off, so it's just a little bud that I hope turns out to be some fruit. They're everywhere. And I still see some more coming. Do you guys see that? Let me see. I know there was a few comments coming in. Wow, so you have guavas. Since you have a guava tree, let me ask you, some of these little leaves, some of these little blooms look kind of like burnt, and I had one that looked hollow, like something ate the actual flower, like this one. Can you see that? And it doesn't look like there's a flower in there, like something ate it, but the little bud is still there. I'm wondering if that's still going to turn into a guava. This one has like, they look dried out and kind of like it's dead, or like something ate it. I don't know, but they're supposed to look like, let me see. Okay, so I shouldn't worry. That's just the way they look. They just dried out, and then they eventually turn out to be fruit. This is getting these blooms. So I was that one looks kind of like it's dried out before it even opened up. So I wasn't sure if it was something that's eating the actual flower, or that's just the way it goes with the pink guava, or for any guava, because the pineapple guava is completely different than this kind of guava. So I didn't know what to expect. Okay, so the flower dries and then it will take. I don't mind waiting as long as I'm getting fruit. Okay. Oh, yay! So thank you, Orlando, for sharing that information. See, that's the type of things that I like to know about, because when I'm brand new to it, I don't know whether or not it's going to stick around. So thank you for sharing that. I'm glad that. I think around September is the time that the actual fruit, you can harvest the fruit. So it's going to be quite a few months before I get the fruit, which I don't mind. Anyways, guys, it's been about an hour. Very excited that you guys all tuned in, and you guys were here to be part of it. Anyways, I keep trying to say goodbye, and I can show you guys everything, and I can go on forever. But I know you guys all have things to do and places to be. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I'll see you guys soon. I have some more videos coming up that I haven't released, so those are coming up. And thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't fall off. It's good. Yes, like around August and September. Yeah, that's the research that I did, that around August or September, I figured September to play it safe. So yeah, good. And then Emilio's joking. He's saying doing a garden tour. We can do another live chat if you guys are interested, and we can go do a little tour and talk about the fruit trees that I have and how they're doing, and and we can talk about it, and then you guys can tell me about what you guys have, if you guys have the same tree, how yours is doing. If you guys are interested, leave it in the comments down below. But for now, it's been an hour. Take part of Garden Love Celebration. If you haven't already put your YouTube birthday down below, go ahead and put it. That way, I can give you guys birthday announcement in my videos during that time. All right, guys.